Hello YouTube. Um, I took my Ford truck to the dealership because I had a problem with my old batteries was leaking acids from here and here, and it's still under warranty. So they did put a new battery in there, and then as soon as I left the dealership and was about to get a load, I noticed that my rear gate isn't lifting. I was just clicking from down here. I just hear clicks and it won't lift. So I looked at the battery terminal and I saw that this terminal was melted. In the beginning, it did actually lift a little bit. I was sitting in the yard for a few days while the truck being repaired, and then it did lift one time, and then it just started clicking. So I came down here and I look at the terminal, and this was melted. So I went ahead and got a new battery because before, like a week before this happened, I checked all the terminals. I checked my 7-way connector down here. I always check it with a voltmeter. You can actually go to this pin here, which is the ground, and then this pin here on the side, which is the charging terminal, and then you get a 12 volt. But as of now, when I tested it, it was getting 0. So I come down here and I check my battery, and it's almost dead. And this never happened before. So I was kind of like, wondering what happened, and then started thinking, what happened before that day? What happened before last time it was working just fine? And then I remember that I gave the truck to the dealership for the new battery. So I came down here trying to look at the fuses. This is actually the fuse for the charger down here. No, it's down here. It's number 26, and that's at 30 amps. I picked it up. It's working. I got a new one. I replaced it anyway, and it didn't make any difference. And then I coming down here and I notice that this harness is just laying on top of my battery. The harness had another cable to connect just like this one. So there were, as you can see, there's 2 of them. One was connecting here, which is still there, and the other one was here. Looks like some work was done here. So I believe what they did is, to save them from replacing the battery again for me, what they did is they terminated the harness for the trailer charging. That's why every time now I'm testing here, I'm getting 0 volt. So anyway, so what I did is, as a workaround, since I'm already on the road, luckily I have this cable, this power cable. So I ran it to the truck, to the 120 plug, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to charge the battery manually. So in the back of this terminal here, there is this plug, and then you plug it in, and you start seeing those lights, indicators for the charging terminal. See, I make it a little bit darker so you can see it. And now, after a couple minutes, see, it's gonna start showing green, and then hopefully within a few hours I'll be able to charge my liftgate battery again for the trailer. And then I'm gonna have to do this manually every time I'm loading and unloading a car until I get back to the dealership and see why they did what they did and removed this harness for the charging, for the trailer charging. Now I did check before I started working. I did check all the lights, brakes, everything was working, but I never thought about checking the charging, because I always check it and it was always giving me 12 volt. Anyway, so if you guys run into this issue, keep a cable like this in your truck or trailer. It'll save the day. There is one also down here. I'm going to show you for the winch. So in case of if your winch goes away or it doesn't charge or anything happen, you could just plug it in here and then charge this battery as well. They're both connected to each other, so we're supposed to get 12 volt from the 7-pin connector down to this one, and then that cable runs across and goes through and then charge the lifter cable. So anyway, it's charging now. Let's see how long it's gonna take, and hopefully I can use it tomorrow, or I can use it for a few days until I get back to the dealership and see what's going on. Until then, you guys have a great time.